There we go. I think. I also I tried to make it so that I could tried to make it so that it was black and white on our like stream starting soon page, and then when I go to hit the like live button, it goes to what it is right now, where it's all in color and stuff like that. However, it didn't go back to the setting. It applied the effects to like everything. On top of that, my computer is doing this weird echo. I just stopped it. But I think it was my laptop somehow. I don't know. Technology is strange. Melissa. When was the last time you pulled an all-nighter?
Oh, I think I've only done it once when I was at a young writers workshop summer camp. The summer after I graduated high school, I went to a university a couple hours away for a teen writing camp for a week. And we all stayed up the last night we were there so we could watch the sunrise. Like real teen art dorks.
That's yeah. Like it's not like staying up late to be like, so who do you have a crush on? All of that stuff. It's like, no, let's watch the sunset. Stuff. I kind of almost did an all-nighter last night, so I'm really tired.
Why are you here?
I wanted to make sure the show goes on.
Okay.
Because I'm an art dork in my own sort of way.
Yeah.
No, so I'm in the middle of building a PC. It is my first time. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm like watching a bunch of tutorials on YouTube. I'm trying to contact people and be like, what am I doing? Help, it's not working. And yeah, I spent most of the afternoon/night last night building thing, and I didn't go to bed till like 6 a.m. And then I woke up right at noon, and here we are recording. So 6 hours, so good. But still, it was just like I was up till 6 a.m.
Wow.
Tired.
Ooh.
I'm not done with the computer, or else we would be using it right now.
Oh, I mean, I can't tell from my end.
I know. It's well, I don't know if you can see it on Skype, Melissa, but it's hanging out right back there in the corner. It's off. It's not working right now, so I need to figure out what is wrong with it. That in just a sec. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 97 of the Whatnauts Captain's Log. My name is Kyle Springer, and I am joined, as always, by Melissa Wilkinson. Yep. You doing today, Melissa?
I'm okay. I get to go to Target later. I don't think I've been inside a Target in several months.
Last time I was in Target was when we did the review show on... Oh god, now I'm blanking on it. It was the audio drama Pateron Gospel Hour?
Yeah.
That one. Because I distinctly remember being in Target, just kind of looking around for her stuff, listening to that show, and it was the episode where it's more like an interview. Interviewing that one guy, and I was just like, what am I listening to? This is weird. I'm in the middle of
like
Target.
It turns from a sketch comedy into just an interview with like an 80s B movie actor. Yeah.
I was just like, what? I thought this was what is this?
Yeah.
It was really funny though. So Good stuff. That was a
Mhm.
long time ago.
It was, heck.
Last time I was in a Target.
Wow. Why aren't
Not
you in a
much of a
Target
Target.
more often? I mean, theoretically, not nowadays.
Uh, I'd rather have stuff delivered, so I just usually get stuff on Amazon.
Mm. Okay.
But there are certain things that I don't want to have delivered, and it's like, oh, I need to try those on before I buy those, or I like want to touch them and see what they actually
Yeah, I
feel
need to
like.
hug this pillow before I
Yeah.
bring it home through the plastic.
Because I've bought bed sheets on
Mm.
Amazon, and they looked
Mhm.
like they would be fantastic, and then they showed up and they were not good at
Uh-huh.
all. Now it's just like
Yeah.
it's a waste. But
This is
okay,
the problem I'm going to rectify today. I decided it was time to get an additional pair of bed sheets. 'Cause I'm like, I own
yeah,
a flannel pair for the winter that keeps me warm, way too warm outside to use them now. I have a cotton pair, and then I say pair because it is a plural word.
set
But yeah,
air.
yeah. And then I have this set that I bought that I really loved the pattern for, and it was a good price. And I'm taking them home and I'm dumping them into the washing machine. And as I do that, I notice the little tag on them that says 100% polyester, which is
Oof.
not the way I live. But I'm like, well, they're already in here. Like there's soap touching them. I have to keep them now. And I've
Yeah,
just gotten fed up with those polyester bed sheets. So today I'm going to get me another real good solid cotton pair.
man. Yeah, it's it's so nice to just every once in a while buy yourself like new bed sheets or new
Yeah.
pillows. It feels so good.
It's a good treat. It makes me
It
feel
is.
like an adult.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see. I kind of want to regale you with my computer problems, but I feel like I
Mhm.
would bore you half to death with this stuff.
I feel like I'm in the same boat because I haven't done anything this week except for home cleaning and organizing.
It's I mean it's just a symptom of like being at home, not doing
Yeah.
much. Um, have, have I at least told you that I'm cataloging all of the movies and TV shows that I'm
I
watching,
think you
as
mentioned
well as
this.
the
Yeah.
comic books?
Yeah. How's that
So
going?
it's going good, slowly but surely.
Do you have a
Um,
goal or are you just writing
no,
stuff down?
just
Okay.
writing it down of like these are all the movies that I watch, these are all the TV shows, this is how many episodes it how many episodes it was, all of that stuff. And then at the end of the year I want to circle back around, like crunch the numbers or something and be like, I spent this many hours watching movies, this many hours watching TV shows, like that. But I've watched some good stuff recently. I mentioned I finished up season 4 of Money Heist last week.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good. But then I went on to season 3 of Babylon Berlin.
Yes.
Which I also really like. It's a German show, but it's a Netflix original, or at least it is here in the United States. I'm not sure if it was on one of their television stations or not.
Maybe an exclusive, if not an original.
Well, they say it's a Netflix original, but Netflix does that from time to time, where like a show aired in another country, but then to give it like a global release, they have the rights to that, so they just call it a Netflix original. I don't know.
I hear they co-funded it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, something. But that was really good. I don't know if I liked it more than season 1 and 2, but it was still really, really good. Seasons 1 and 2 were fantastic, and is probably some of the most like beautifully shot stuff on Netflix. It is gorgeous.
Cool. Now
It's all, like,
remind me, is
1920s.
this Oh, that's what I was wondering. I couldn't remember if this was a period show or not, because I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like you watch a lot of crime, and particularly a lot of international period crime.
yeah. It is international period crime, neo noir drama.
Okay.
um, yeah, it's like 1920s, in between World War One and World War Two.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place in Germany, and it's all Art Deco. There's all the flappers. There's all that sort of stuff. But then it's in the midst of like all the communists starting to come in, all the Nazis slowly starting to rise to power, and that's something that they don't really touch on in season 1 and 2. But by the end of season 2, it's happening. And then season 3, yeah, the Nazis are starting to rise to power, and it's just this like impending doom on the whole situation.
This is like Cabaret, but with crimes instead of musical numbers.
I mean, I don't know much about Cabaret.
You and I have very different cultural touchstones.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's really neat. The detective stories that they do are fantastic. I like them a lot. But yeah, I highly recommend that if you guys are into mysteries and detective fiction stuff. It's good.
Cool. I just watch things for this show, and so weird. I repeat old episodes of Venture Brothers I've already seen 5 times.
Same old.
I feel
for
I
us.
don't exactly like I have nothing new to say. Like I've told you about all of it. All of it is already recorded somewhere.
Let's talk about this then. You and I just had a blast recording some Patreon exclusive content.
Yes.
Based around the Reactor Core, which is one of the other podcasts that we do at the Whatnauts. It's one that we do periodically, and we haven't really done it recently until now. And I still have to edit that and get that out, and that's what I will be doing today. We are recording this. It's Saturday. We're recording this. But yeah, we recorded some Patreon exclusive content based around an idea you came up with. I was looking for something like that for us to do with the Reactor Core, and I think I want to continue doing it in like somehow, some way, not necessarily Patreon exclusive, but take that kind of idea and keep doing it. So what we did is we decided to watch movie trailers from different decades, and we watched movie trailers from the 90s, 2000s, planning on still recording one for the 2010s, but we're just kind of going back and rediscovering some of these trailers, or watching them for the first time and talking about them, seeing if we pick up on certain themes, or like in the 90s they did this and they were all about that thing, but in the 2000s they started to do else. But I loved it. I thought that was really fun.
These are some of the most fun episodes we have recorded, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're fantastic. So be on the lookout for those, because I still need to get those up as well. But I think we could keep doing, like, I've always wanted to kind of retool the Reactor Core. It's not necessarily the podcast that I want it to be yet. And in fact, I don't even necessarily know if I want it to be a podcast, if that makes sense. Like, I really love the name, the Reactor Core, because it has that like spaceship vibe, like get to the Reactor Core. But it's also like Orp, RP.
I always forget it's spelled like that. Like every file I send you is spelled core like the center of something. I forget it's core like the Green Lanterns.
Yeah, like the Green Lantern Corps. 'Cause the
Mm.
idea is, as we kind of grow and expand and we get more people, we can have more people on that reacting to things, whether it's a bunch of us or one of us, two of us, something. Yeah, I know.
One of
We
us.
yeah,
I can just have a
solo
private chamber
reactions.
in which to yell if I wanted.
Potentially, yeah. Um, but like I want to do like more short form content.
Okay.
Of like, hey, here's a 15-minute YouTube video of us reacting to the new trailer for Artemis Fowl or something. You know, like we do these long form podcasts.
Uh-huh.
That's not really what YouTube is looking for, and we have a YouTube channel. We should utilize it.
Yeah.
Make some stuff that is a little bit more like YouTube centric. It can still be a podcast.
Okay.
You can still make it a like podcast, but like I don't know. I don't know what I want
No,
with that yet.
I get that. I get that we are making podcasts and putting them on YouTube.
Right.
And it would be nice to make something that like meets that media type.
It is.
It's not just applied to it. Yeah.
That is meant for YouTube, but we can still put it out as a podcast or something. So I don't know. Still thinking about that, but your trailer idea I think would be neat because we could come up with different themes. Like, I mean, we could go back and do trailers from the 70s and the 60s and stuff like that. Do trailers for different genres.
Yeah.
Trailers from different countries.
It's different actors. Just watch Tom Hanks age.
Yeah.
Or watch
Trailers
him
of
watch it in
Tom
reverse. You know, start with Captain Phillips and then go back to Splash.
Wait, no, who what was his name in Benjamin Button?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah, just do one on Brad Pitt and start when he's really old and then go all the way
So we
backwards.
started at Astra and then we go to Thelma and Louise. I like this.
Yeah. Like I think that'd be fun. Like, I mean, just pick like a handful of trailers and then spend 15 20 minutes watching, talking on them and stuff. I think that'd be really fun.
We should try and drum up local commercials from our regions.
Yeah. That'd be a good one too.
Because I want to see what Virginia has. The Missouri's got some gems.
You've shown me a couple of them. They're so good. What's that Christmas one or like the holiday one?
That's not a local one. It's local to somewhere else. It's the Vern Fonk
Everything's
Insurance.
local to somewhere, Melissa.
Right. I mean, like, it's not. I found that video years ago. This is like 2007. I found a blog post somewhere. I don't even remember what the site was, and it was like 30 so bad they're good local TV commercials from like around the US, maybe around the world. I think there were some international ones. And it's got like a couple classics in there. Like things you'd recognize, things that became memed somewhere else, like Flea Market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Like that's in it. But then it's also like other weird stuff. And that's where I think I found Vern Fonk Insurance, which if you don't know what we're talking about, it's a commercial for some local small insurance company. And it's one of their employees. I don't believe this is Vern Fonk. It's another guy. And it's him like sitting by a fireplace and like a Christmas tree with his family all around him, and they're all dressed up. And the man is staring at you very intensely, and he says, "Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Ramadan. Happy holidays from Vern Fonk Insurance."
It's just so over the top. I love it.
It's so aggressive for no good reason.
It's almost offensive, like how like how much they're just trying to wish me a happy holidays.
Any holiday. You can
Yeah.
pick any holiday you like as long as you approach it with that level of intensity.
Oh man. Yeah, we'll have to do stuff like that. We'll have to do stuff for like there's trailers for animated movies.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff for yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
We should also do like really oddly specific ones.
Oh, yes.
Like trailers that show I don't know, people in Hawaiian shirts or something.
Something
like
I've
that.
been wanting to research and track is what is the first trailer that's just a master cut of a bunch of characters saying one character's name?
Is there one you have in mind?
There's like 4 of these every year. Let's say it's like let's take Benjamin Button again as an example. You know the trailers that would be like Benjamin coming this summer. It's the Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Okay,
The wacky romp for the whole family.
I see what you mean now. Like trailers where they just say the name of someone. That's weird. Jim, Harry, Bob, Katie, Sally. Just
I
like,
would
what are you doing?
I want that. I want an announcer to just name everybody, which they used to do, but I feel like I haven't seen it in quite some time. I would love if like the next trailer, like if this came back, if there's just an announcer voice going Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Drax the Destroyer.
Which I think would oddly fit comics.
Yes.
Because
this is where it should happen.
Because comic book, sometimes the cover pages, sometimes the like title page on the inside would have, it'd be like the main picture in the center, but on the outside lining it would be these like circular like pictures of the character's name. It'd be like Aqualad, Star-Lord, you know, like all of that stuff. So it would be exactly that. Like, you don't know who Aqualad is?
No, just like
Teen Titans.
That's the first name you come up with. Like first build, it's an Aqualad story.
Because the one in my mind, I had Teen Titans, and so I said Aqualad, but then you said Star-Lord, so I went with Star-Lord next. But still, yeah.
The classic Friends.
Yeah. I think we could also do that for, like, we react to the openings of sitcoms and stuff like that. Like, sitcoms we've never seen. Sitcoms you've never heard of.
There are videos that I will stumble across on YouTube that's like 15 totally forgettable 80s sitcom opening theme songs. Right? And it's just like a master cut of them for 15 minutes.
Like, we could find something like that. Yeah, and just react and discuss them somehow. What we did in the Patreon exclusive ones that will be up, I think we had around 6 or 7 trailers each time. We kind of talked over them / analyzed them afterwards and talked about them as a whole. That took us 40 minutes to an hour on them.
Yeah.
So, like, if we can do that, but chop it in half, I think that would be fantastic. That would be really cool. Something like that. But I still also want that to be an outlet for like our spoiler casts and stuff like that. So it will also have longer form stuff, but it's like, hey, here's more content for that feed. But it's yeah. Speaking of YouTube and stuff, we do have a video version of this podcast. Right now we are live on Twitch, which you guys can be watching us on twitch.tv/the Whatnauts or on our website, thewhatnauts.com/livestream. But we've been plagued with technical difficulties
Yeah.
forever. One of the most pervasive ones. Melissa, we have a mystery for the Scooby-Doo team to solve.
What?
We have a mystery.
I'll go get my
solve.
ascot.
Right,
Okay.
So, speaking of, I'm in like 30 spots here right now. Bear with.
Okay.
Speaking of the Reactor Core, we also just recorded an episode of the Reactor Core, the big spoiler cast for the new hit movie Scoob. And I had a lot of fun with that one too. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Without spoiling anything, they eventually open up a shop where they can solve mysteries.
Yeah.
And it's just on the boardwalk, right? So it's kind of this inside joke, and you're taking a date to the boardwalk. You're on the Ferris wheel. You guys go get some ice cream, and then you can stop in and be like, "Hey, my brother got kidnapped 2 months ago, and we still haven't solved it. Maybe we can solve it."
Yeah. Like it's an errand to do.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, I got to get a copy of this key made. I need the shoe repaired. I need a kidnapping
mystery solved.
I just got to stop by the storefront.
But we have a mystery that has been plaguing us. The mystery of Melissa getting bigger and smaller live on stream. Her camera keeps like resizing and doing all of that stuff. And I've never been able to figure it out. And nothing on YouTube really has good advice. Nothing on Google is really solving it. I think what it came down to, which I don't want to make this sound like I'm blaming you, Melissa, but like I'm wondering if it's your internet and it's that, but I don't know. Like I
can look into getting better internet. I have very good internet for a civilian, for just like a person. But you're right. I don't have the live streaming professional package of internet speed,
which I don't think you necessarily need. Like I'm not sure it actually is. But it would just resize, and so that was my thought. Like maybe it is Melissa's internet, and it's like only sending so much at a time, and that's why the camera is changing size. Long story short, we're pulling in Melissa's camera using an NDI source with Skype. If you guys know what that means. Because window capture wouldn't really work. It would screen tear and stuff like that. It didn't look, for the most part, the iSource looked fantastic, except that it would size. I think I finally kind of figured it out, or figured out something that would work, is what you guys see now on Twitch or YouTube when you're watching this later on. Basically, I figured out a way where the camera, where your camera will stay the same size, and if it happens to get pixelated, it gets pixelated, but it stays the same size. However, it starts to get wonky if I try to crop it. I can't really crop it, so I have to make it bigger than it needs to be, and then put an overlay on top of us that hides the Skype logo, which is on your thing for some reason. When you pull in an AI source from Skype, it's still like, hey, Skype logo. There it is, right there.
Skype, remember Skype? It's not all Zoom. Skype, we're still around.
I used that method for our Reactor Core on Scoob.
Yes.
And it worked fine, but I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna mess with that. I'm fine with Skype logos just this once. Yeah, advertising for Skype there, right? But that's what I was doing right for this one before we went live, I was like, let me make this overlay so that it won't type logo and we can just have a normal ass podcast. It'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
And so it worked out, and I think it.
Okay.
So this is kind of one of the ways I've seen a lot of podcasts do their stuff on YouTube if they're doing things from home. But at first, I never really liked that look, that design, where the cameras didn't take up most of the screen or stuff like that. The longest time I had Melissa and I side by side, basically taking up the entire screen. Now we're smaller. We're not taking up the entire screen, but getting the full, as much of the full camera as we can.
Mm-hmm.
That still looks fine. I just had to find the right design. Oh.
Okay.
Melissa has no idea what I'm talking about. It's great.
I know you haven't watched very much Simpsons, which is something we need to work on. But do you know there's... Huh?
Sam is here in
Hi,
chat.
Sam. So you know those jokes on The Simpsons? Have you seen any where Homer's like, yes, Marge, I heard everything you were saying, and then it's his thought bubble and he's just thinking of something else? I feel like I'm just thinking of like a dog running around or like a hamster on a wheel when you talk about too much computer for too long.
Yeah, it can get complicated really fast.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the goal, is to make it not complicated. Just make it real simple, make it easy. Yeah, it's hopefully gonna work, but at the same time, I'm also still in the middle of building my PC. Hopefully I should have it done very soon.
Yeah. Cool. Fair. You're keeping busy. That's good.
I am.
I think I keep too busy. I do not like to be idle. I'm spending most of this weekend and it's a long weekend, which is always...
It is.
Which I like in theory, but I don't like in practice that it's, oh, now I have to fit 40 hours worth of work into only 32 hours of the week. But I'm going to worry about that later. I'm going to spend on a lot of housework. I'm going to organize everything. And I'm hoping that once everything is organized. Yesterday, I'm done with work. First thing I do after I'm done with work, after a 40-hour work week, I'm like, I'm going to organize my bathroom closet. I'm going to put all of my medicine and first aid supplies into individual plastic compartments. This is how I unwind now. Today I get up, I'm like, time to tackle that Tupperware cabinet. Got to get those lids matched up with those bowls.
Amazing.
This is how I operate now. So I have a lot of things I want to organize, and I'm hoping that once it is all done, and it's not an ongoing project, it's just like little bits of upkeep here and there, maybe I'll achieve a peace I have not known. I'm hoping that happens.
That's also kind of one of the things that stinks about something that you enjoy doing or you're good at. You're like, I can just get it to be this thing. But once you reach that bit, just okay, well now there's this other thing.
Right.
Maybe I can do that. It's like,
right.
I've got my bathroom closet all situated. I've got the Tupperware cabinet all situated. Peace. I think it's could go somewhere. Huh.
No, this is the way I have been operating. I just have to turn this into a finely tuned industrial machine. And then maybe I can retire. I don't know how to live.
Would if you retired, and retired from or from organizing.
Uh-huh.
would you hire someone else to do it? Would you like hire a maid? Would you
No,
like
what I mean is, you know, when like a businessman does business for his whole life and then he's like, I've done the business, and he's 65 and he retires and he's like, but I'll still be a consultant on certain things. This is why I want to, like, I just want to do
consult the
everything.
maid? Put that away in there.
No, I want to do everything and have it done. And then it is done. And all it needs is like the little bit of upkeep, like every week, like make
I
sure
gotcha.
all the Tupperware is still straight and in neat little rows.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are so I know you're a very like organized person, but are you a like systems person? Like systems for yourself?
I do for like business things.
Okay.
Kyle, the most haunting thing happened to me this week. So I told you earlier I ordered new bed sheets, right?
Yes.
You see my bedspread back there. It's pink. I mean, it looks a little different in the lighting, but it's pink.
Ghost in your bed?
No, it's emotionally haunting. Yeah, there was a ghost in my bed, but then thankfully I had these
my bed sheets
guys
over here.
that I could call, and they told me like, "Oh, don't worry, like we're not afraid of that invisible man sleeping in your bed." My bedspread is pink. I have a variety of pillowcases I cycle through, of course, but currently I'm on an orange one. I just ordered these mauve bed sheets. I realized that is the exact same color scheme that I use to organize my office spreadsheet. I'm going to be living and sleeping in a spreadsheet, Kyle. I've made my personal life, my dream life, the time when I'm supposed to have downtime, I'm supposed to relax. I made it an exact mirror of a spreadsheet.
Just thinking about that is really funny. I'm just like your work life has consumed you so much that
I've reached
subconsciously
a singularity.
I'm gonna eat, work, and sleep. Mauve.
Mauve. Yeah.
I feel like I'm not really a systems person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like spreadsheets, stuff like I'm not that organized. You should have seen this room last night. There were things everywhere.
Yeah.
But I, like, as a graphic designer, I am very detail oriented in the sense like I want things to be pixel perfect. I want things to be just like have some sort of a system. If I'm designing like a magazine, a website, or stuff like that, you have like columned out grids, and they're all this many pixels wide and stuff like that. I'll make systems in that sense, but I don't necessarily translate that in organization of just like, well, like the bookshelf behind me is kind of organized by publisher in alphabetical.
Oh, okay.
But there's some exceptions. But then within that, it's not organized alphabetically. It's usually organized by timeline. Of like, so like I have all my Marvel comics and stuff, and it's kind of in chronological. Like, okay, these ones came out first. Civil War happens before Secret Invasion, which happens before this thing. Which, you know,
this is why I can't get more into comic books, was because it's just another thing for my brain to have to organize. Like, you see, okay, so look at my books. I'm gonna move my camera. I got books up there, and they're organized by series. Every series is together, and they're all well, a series of unfortunate events, not so much, but they're all fantasy books of some variety. So they're all thematically linked. They're blocked by series. But otherwise, it's just like, what does the shape look like? Like, they're kind of like shorter, and then they get like bigger in the middle because I like that visual outline for my shelf. Oh, Like, I can't put more thought into it than that. My DVDs are just alphabetical. I can't think like that. I don't need another thing.
I also really like when things go from taller to shorter.
Yeah.
So like if there's certain things, like a lot of the manga,
like Benjamin Button.
Yeah. Good callback. But like some of the manga that I have, they're just slightly different sizes. They're not exactly the same. So I sometimes try and put the taller ones first, and then slides down.
Yeah, pleasing.
Yeah. But I'm not like OCD about stuff. Where it's just like they have to be in this specific spot and that specific thing. Like as I get new comics, I'm always constantly like, okay, well this series to stay together would be better up there, and they can go that stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm not much of an organizer. I don't know.
I am now. Maybe this is just what happens to me as I get older. I was going to say what happens to a person or what happens to a woman, but I know that's not true. This is just my
Kyle,
individual
when
life
a woman
path.
gets older.
Yeah, well, when you hit 29, you start fastidiously organizing everything in your apartment. You build a bar cart.
After that comes osteoporosis. It's great.
No. Kyle, let's talk about something fun. Dunkaroos are coming back.
How is osteoporosis not fun, Melissa? Jeez.
I don't know if there's any actual dairy content in Dunkaroos, but they might help. They can't hurt.
And I remember those. And I miss those.
You could still... Several years ago, we found that you could still find them at Dollar General in some snack aisle there. So there was a period of months where every couple of weeks we'd be like, heck, guys, let's go get some Dunkaroos.
As well as those like crackers with the cheese spread and the red stick.
Oh,
you had to
never
use to spread
died.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
I'm looking at so...
I was about to ask, did you have a snack that was like the forbidden fruit in your household? Like, buy me Dunkaroos. No, they're bad for you. They're unhealthy. But then like every once in a while, she'd be like, all right, fine. Here's a box of...
Oh,
Dunkaroos.
No, my parents did not care. No, we had like everything in our house. Like we didn't have ice cream every single shopping trip, but we had ice cream in the freezer. I think we brought ice cream into the house, I'd say at least like once a month. Like we had it enough, perhaps more than enough. This is why this is my number one vice as an adult. It's always fast food. Like
I gotcha.
It's McDonald's French fries. From here till the cradle to the grave, McDonald's French fries. I was just telling this to my roommate. We're a big peanut butter family, but smooth only. Because my dad does not like nuts in anything, raw or as part of any spread or cake or whatever. Not a nut person. So we only had smooth peanut butter. And like, I always kind of wanted to buy crunchy peanut butter just to try both. And he'd be like, yeah, no, we'll get the smooth because then all of us will eat it. I'm not eating crunchy peanut butter.
Sorry.
So like,
Sam in the chat says... Now all I can think of is when Vinny went to Shady Oasis in Spyro 2 and misread it as Daddy Osteoporosis.
Similar. So
Sorry, back to peanut butter.
But my roommate grew up a crunchy person, so she's bringing crunchy into the house. And I'm like, this is exciting.
House divided cannot stand.
No, I like crunch. Like, it was always an alluring thing to me. I always wanted it. I don't think I prefer it to smooth. I don't know. Because when I was a kid, the only time I would have crunchy peanut butter is when I would babysit this kid across the street. And his mom would be like, help yourself to anything in the pantry. And I opened the pantry and I'm like, crunchy peanut butter? We don't have this. So like, that's what I made every time I babysat that kid was a crunchy peanut butter sandwich. And now my roommate
Nice.
eats it, and I'm like, cool. The forbidden fruit is mine now. And I still buy Smooth. My default is Smooth. So we're a 2 peanut butter household.
There you go. That
Yeah.
works. Of course I read that, Sam. She was like, oh my god, I wasn't expecting you to read that. Yeah, I don't know. I think for me, it wasn't necessarily forbidden. We got them every once in a while, but they were still more of a treat. My dad would go to Costco. You'd get a box of Hershey bars.
Yeah.
And my mom would put one in my lunch.
A full-size Hershey bar?
Yeah, just regular size candy bar. Or I would have one when I came home from school to watch Dragon Ball Z. I would get a soda and a Hershey bar.
Both of these at once.
Yeah.
Wow.
And would also get Old Dominion root beer. That was a treat. It's root beer that's made here in Virginia.
Yeah, like that sounds like a Virginia thing.
Virginia's nickname or something is Old Dominion or something. Back before it was married. Glad someone
that's its maiden name.
Yeah. But we would get Old Dominion root beer. They came in the bottles, not cans. And they're made with honey. And this like really sweet taste.
Ooh.
Very good. A lot. But yeah, those were like the stuff. It was like when we went to Costco, like once every 3 or 4 months, it'd be like, let's get a box of Hershey's and a giant thing of Old Dominion.
Nice. Bulk snacks. Yeah. My roommate got a bunch of food from her mom because her mom just moved recently. And they were cleaning out the pantry. And so she gave all this food to her. And it's a bunch of snacks. Like it's a ton of fruit by the foot and fruit roll-ups, which I have not thought about in a long dang time because I wasn't a fruit candy kid. Like I liked it fine, but I would go for the chocolate every time. And like if I was getting a snack food, I wanted like like those chocolate peanut butter granola bars or like a cookie or something like that. Like I never went for like the chewy fruit thing. So we have them in the house now. We have an abundance of them in the house, and I tried them, and I'm like, these. I don't like how these stick to my teeth. I feel like that's dangerous, but flavor-wise, actually pretty good. It's hard to mess up like blue raspberry.
That reminds me of something else in a second. But yeah, like I think just randomly, I want to say it was like last August or September or something. I was walking because I usually get the like chewy chocolate chip granola bars and stuff, or I get the generic ones, and I have one like each day. Just like I'm gonna have some kind of granola something every day. I'm gonna get the chocolate ones. But I was in that aisle in Kroger, and where those are on the opposite side in my store is where the like fruit by the foot is and the fruit roll-ups. And just randomly one time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a box of fruit by the foot. So I did. And I still love them. They're fantastic. They're way too cumbersome to eat because they're so long. There's that big long like receipt paper. You know when you go to like the Best Buy and they hand you the receipt that's like a mile long. Like, fold it up 5 times and be like, okay, take this survey here. You might win $100, right? Like that's, I feel like the same paper that they put the by the foot on. It's just a Best Buy.
So I'm really into cleaning and organization, which means I'm on Pinterest and seeing all of these hacks to reuse this thing. You can turn a cereal box into this. You can turn an empty, clean out a can.
Best Buy receipts as homemade fruit by the foot.
This is what I'm wondering. Are there like do-it-yourself reusable hacks for like the little red sticks you use to spread cheese on crackers? Are there hacks to reuse fruit by the foot paper? Like, has any mom
3
gotten
life
that
hacks
deep?
you didn't know that you could do with the Dunkaroos case.
Right? What can I do with I could put earrings in that. I've been wanting like a little earring compartment thing, like one of those medicine boxes. God, if I ate a box of Dunkaroos, cleaned them out,
and
Kyle,
glued multiples of them together, you could have like a whole tray.
I mean, they're like bright blue. That's a cute color. That's stylish to put all my jewelry in. Oh my God, I might do this.
This is great. Yeah, so, speaking of blue raspberry, my parents sent me a package. The main thing in that package was a book that they were supposed to send me like 2 years ago, but they never did. I never really had room to take it back with me when I went to go visit them, stuff like that. It's an autobiography, or not an autobiography. It is a biography on Alexander Hamilton.
The biography?
Yeah, the one by Chernow, I think is his name.
Yes.
Not sure.
Something approximately that, yes.
Yeah. My grandfather had that book, and when he passed away, like all of the family divvied up all of his possessions and stuff like that. And most of it, I was like, look, you guys are all out in Montana and Wyoming. You can go pick up whatever you want. You're not gonna mail me a bookshelf or stuff like that. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, don't do that. But there was one book I wanted that biography. Not that I'm ever really gonna read it, but I have this like antique style looking book on the play Hamilton. So you need to like have those two like right next to one another. I got that book, but also in the package, my parents included 3 giant bags, a bit bigger than my fist. My fist could like fit inside this thing.
Yeah.
Giant bags of Jolly Ranchers.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it looked like it was some kind of holiday gift. I don't think Christmas exactly, but some kind of, maybe a little more recently. Just like hey, you're one of the brave souls that came out to our store. Here, have some candy or something. Because their stores are starting to open back up and stuff like that. But yeah, so just 3 giant bags of Jolly Ranchers, and I don't know what to do with them. I like Jolly Ranchers enough, but oh my God, are they sticky? They are so sticky, and it's just like my teeth feel weird having them in my mouth. I don't know. Like it's strange.
So you need a Jolly Ranchers hack.
You
know what you can do
them every so often.
Well, you can make stained glass cookies. Have you seen these?
No, I have not.
Well, it's you make a cookie. Let's say you make a sugar cookie, you use a cookie cutter, you punch it out. It's a ring, not a circle, but a ring, like a donut with a hole in the middle. And you can put a Jolly Rancher in the middle, and then you put it back in the oven, and the Jolly Rancher will melt and form, like it'll fill that space. So it's like a window pane cookie. I've seen ones where you do that on the top with a blue Jolly Rancher, and then you layer cookies together. Like you take 2 cookies, you sandwich them together with a 3rd cookie in the middle that is a hole cut out, so it's just like a stability cookie. So it's not 2 cookies directly stuck to each other. This is a weird thing to like
I want a stability cookie. It's like the like emotional support important with dogs. I need an emotional support cookie.
But
Great.
I mean, it's in there so that it's not two cookies sandwiched together like an Oreo. It's like an Oreo, but if it had like a little border around it. But
Pull out a random cookie and start eating it, and be like, I need my emotional support cookie.
But you put little fishy sprinkles in the middle, so you sandwich it together, and then you've got this blue like candy glass you're looking through, and it's an aquarium cookie, and you shake it around, and the fishy sprinkles jiggle like you would do to real fish. You shake it around, and they jiggle. Oh, this is very elaborate, but I'm letting you know, if you don't want to just eat a Jolly Rancher, but you want to do something with it, what if you guys crushed them up? Because I know one of your roommates is a bartender. What if you got like a blender or a food processor and pulverized?
Glasses?
Yes. Yeah. Make a Jolly Rancher margaritas for summer. It's Memorial Day.
Actually. Yeah, it is something. I know you can like do like Jolly Rancher flavored alcohol and stuff like that if you
just dump a bunch of them into a bottle of vodka. I think that's how science goes. This is
yeah.
That's how you do a flavor.
Well, I mean, they do stuff like that for like, like Jolly Rancher flavored alcohol or like Skittles vodka or stuff like that, and they eventually like the alcohol dissolves it all.
Mm-hmm. But
I feel like that wouldn't necessarily be so sugary.
Mm-hmm.
I have a huge sweet tooth, as you guys can see by my like radioactive green Hawaiian punch.
Oh my god, ecto cooler.
Right? Yeah. But like I know that sugar doesn't necessarily mix well with alcohol. Like you can handle some of it, but if you have too much of it, then it's just like headache central.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm like slow, like so. I have 3 bags. There is one that was that I am using, and I'm just every once in a while I've limited myself to 1 per day at the most. That's like I might not have one every single day, but if I do have one, I'm not gonna have a second one. But I might give one to my roommate that when he goes back to work, he'll have like a bowl of candy for his clients or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A bowl of candy really classes a place up. If it's Jolly Ranchers, I don't know about that candy specifically. I don't think a Jolly Rancher is a high class.
We're a classy
candy.
establishment here.
Can you imagine if you went to a restaurant and at the end of the meal when they would bring you a mint, instead they bring you a Jolly Rancher?
Yes. Awful. That's awful.
That's the
bad.
true dystopia. That's when we know we're in a bad timeline.
That truly is the worst timeline.
Or they bring you one of those vanilla Tootsie Rolls.
What? Vanilla Tootsie Rolls? Since when is this a thing?
You know those little fruit flavored, the Tootsie Roll midgies? They're the ones that are like colored and fruit flavored. You mostly get them thrown at you in a parade.
I think I've seen them.
There's like an orange one and a lime one.
Like
and there's... What?
They feel like a myth. There's no technology that we have available right at our fingertips to see if this is true. None.
Well, just wait until the next time you can go to a parade and do it, and you will have a vanilla Tootsie Roll thrown at you. It's inevitable. Every parade includes one. Yeah. And then you'll see.
I don't think I've seen a vanilla one. I think I have seen the like. There's an orange flavored.
Well, the vanilla ones are in a blue wrapper, which might confuse you.
What?
Look,
Tootsie Roll, what are you doing
I'm not
with
the
your
Tootsie
lives?
Roll Corp. I don't make these choices. I just report the facts, Kyle.
Melissa, fix it. Okay?
Uh,
You're the one that needs to be organized. And they are not organized.
I'll tell them. Why spend the money on blue ink when you don't need to?
You don't need any ink at all. Just black ink.
Yeah. Vanilla.
Weird. Well, no, I guess you could say a white wrapper could also signify coconut. Which I would probably say vanilla would maybe go more of like a tan.
A white wrapper could also signify Oscar-winning original song "Lose Yourself" from the film 8 Mile.
It could also signify Eminem.
A coconut, like a coconut chewy candy makes more sense to me than a vanilla chewy candy. Again, not that I partake in these. I go for like straight chocolate, like not whatever a Tootsie Roll is, but like chocolate.
Yeah. I'm definitely more chocolate. That's what I usually
I like
get.
Twizzlers. But outside of that, I don't really go for the fruit candies.
I only ever ate Twizzlers at movie theaters.
It's good movie candy.
Now I don't.
Heck, I should be
That used to
buying
be
more
big.
boxes of movie candy since I'm watching all my movies at home.
Right?
Like, I eat candy, but it's not movie candy. I need that cardboard box full of snow caps. Otherwise, I'm not doing it right.
I've never had snow caps.
They're chocolate chips with sprinkles on them. That's all they are.
I've never had them. I've never had that. I've never
I
had
will-
Junior Mints. I've never had what's the one? Seinfeld.
That is
Jujubes?
Junior Mints.
Oh yeah.
Unless Seinfeld was a show that featured 2 candies, which I don't know. Kyle, this is something we need to get back to because I proposed this idea to you once that you know a lot about Seinfeld and nothing about The Simpsons, and I know a lot about The Simpsons and nothing about Seinfeld, and we need to trade.
Seinfeld Simpson exchange.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to. That could make a good episode of the Captain's Log. Just like explain to me what the Simpsons are. I explained to you what Seinfeld
What they
is.
are. So there's a bald man with a white shirt. He works at a nuclear power plant.
Or like, well, like how could we do?
What I wanted to do was I give you 5 episodes, you give me 5 episodes.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, you remember this?
Yeah. Yeah. I was starting to think of like, how could we do something like what we were talking about earlier, or like the Reactor Core, something. React to something in Seinfeld, reacting to.
Oh, what exactly? We're reacting all the time everywhere. Like, outside of the original premise of the Reactor Core is the podcast feed where we put our discussions for brand new hot button things, as opposed to the review show where it's just anything from any time, could be contemporary, a thing that came out a month ago, or could be something that came out 40 years ago. Like, except for the fact that the Reactor Core is set aside for hot new things. I don't know why anything would be there as opposed to being anywhere else.
Because like people like trailer reactions or unboxings and stuff like that. That stuff is wildly popular on YouTube. And like we were kind of talking about before, like I like the name, the Reactor Core.
Yeah.
It's a great name. But it is, that was the idea behind it, is like we could do more YouTube style content. We never did that, and it just it ended up being like, let's react to the latest hottest movie, the latest hottest Netflix show or something. And it's basically turned into our space for spoiler casts, which is fine. But
I'm not wild about the term spoiler cast either.
I mean, that's just what everyone calls them. So that's just
I've never heard a person besides you use this word, but okay.
It's all over the place.
I believe you.
But yeah, I mean, like that's what that like. Find like trailer reactions to the new Tenet trailer, that stuff. React to all sorts of stuff, and that's kind of what the idea was. Like, let's do content like that, and we never got around to doing it. Became something else, and I guess this is fine. We'll figure it out one day.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know if I really have much else to say or talk about this week.
Me either. I feel like the show has devolved into we just report on our lives to each other as friends, and then we do like business talk about podcast ideas.
Which is good and still fun.
Yeah,
I
let's just
enjoy that stuff.
record the stuff we'd already be talking about, and we'll call it an episode of the Captain's Log.
Like I like the idea that this is just a show for us to do whatever we want, talk about whatever, but also a space where we can give like behind the scenes look of like, hey, we just did this one thing. How did you come up with that idea? We were thinking about this. We can workshop some stuff, you know. Yeah, it's good. I like it. That's it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Let's wrap things up there. A little bit of housekeeping before we get out of here. If you did not know and were not paying attention this entire time, we have multiple podcasts here at The Whatnauts. You guys can go find out more information on our website, thewhatnauts.com, or you can find us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice. Just type in The Whatnauts and all of our shows will pop up right there. If you guys like what we do, patreon.com/thewhatnauts is where you can support us for as little as $1 a month. You guys can get early access to our content. You guys can get some of the exclusive content like we talked about previously in the show. And we would also like to give a big shout out to our Patreon supporters at the $5 tier. So thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Joined us in the chat for a bit of this podcast. We appreciate it. Thanks for helping us out. That being said, Melissa, where can the people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Wilkywit. That's WILKYWIT.
You can find me at YoKyleSpringer on Twitter and Instagram. You guys want to stay up to date with all of our shows, we are at The Whatnauts on Twitter. So go like, share, subscribe. I think we finally made it to 70 subscribers on YouTube, which is fantastic, but we are almost at 100. We are now pushing for 100.
70 is almost 100, I guess, if you look at it like that.
Yeah, look, it's one thing leads bada boom, bada bang, 70, 100, you know? Yeah, but if we can get to 100, we can get our like specific URL. Fantastic.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Some big long string of alphanumerics. So help spread the word, because we would like some more subscribers so we can get that. Eyeballs podcast. Some more ear holes and some eyeballs. That's what we want. I think that's about it. So this has been episode 97 of the Whatnauts Captain's Log. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. thank you so much for checking out our podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below what your guys' favorite snack was for growing up, or what color your spreadsheets are. I don't know. Leave a comment down below. In the meantime, go subscribe to our channel, which is right up here in this corner, and go watch one of our other videos right down there. Got plenty more guys to check out, and we hope you enjoyed those ones as well. Until next time, bye.